What's
I'm sorry about that. I hit the button at the wrong time.
No, you're fine. You do trust me, it would be a lot worse with me. Kate, give me that smile. I love that smile.
Hey,
How you doing?
doing well. How are you?
Well, just another day in the neighborhood. But it's
Amazing.
So how about Jessica, Kiera, and Julia? Can you go off camera or can you come on camera? Very good. Yeah, we'd love to see you.
Hey, Julia. And when we start the
Hi,
training,
Angela. Hi.
Hey,
good to
Jessica.
see you. And once we introduce our new people, because we want to give them a warm welcome, especially during the training. I know y'all gonna go off camera. That's fine. Some of you have went through the training, but part of making sure that we're promoting your professional development and for the ones who missed training are the 2 new members, we just want to give a refresher training. It influences how you talk about love is respect, and it just keeps you consistent with our language. Sound like a plan? So for the sake of time, I need to see a heart or a thumbs up and put in who has responded to the leadership event. Like it's either going to be 11-12 or 12-9. Okay. Okay. Kate, I got yours, didn't I? Yeah, you 11-12. Okay.
Good.
Y'all did that so fast, I didn't see it. Deanna, have you responded? You have to be over 18, guys. I'm so sorry to bring you to Austin, Texas, because we're going to turn up. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to turn up that bad, but you have to be over 18. Oh, you want to turn up, huh, Deb? Deanna, you responded? Or are you under 18? I can't remember.
I'm 17. I'm still under 18.
Yeah, but will you be 18 by November?
By November, yes, I will be.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'll be available for it yet.
Okay. Okay. Jessica, did you respond? Or are you going to be 18 by November? Or are you already 18?
No, I won't be 18 by November.
Aw. Well, we're going to bring you in virtually and we're going to send her a little special something, huh, Gretchen? We
Yeah.
got you.
Absolutely.
Don't you worry. But everyone else, do a thumbs and hold it until I say okay. Everyone else responded.
Okay, good deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Also, I'm waiting on, remember I've been sending a lot of emails. Kiara, are you here? I thought you wasn't going to be here. I'm so glad to see you. Happy Pride, happy Pride. Look at my t-shirt.
Oh, it's cute. I love it.
Remember we got so much going on. There's a listening session with HHS. I still need 2 more people. The ones who responded already got you. So I only got 4. I need 2 more people. You're gonna have to check your email. And then we have that event with, and there's so many letters, NCTH.
Oh, it's the National Center on Domestic Violence, Trauma, and Mental Health.
That one. And with that one, because I'll be advocating, they're going to pay $50 for you to participate. So some of you have responded, but we need more there too. And I sent them the dates and the times that the ones who responded are available. So these are the things that I just need y'all to shoot me an email. Unfortunately, HHS is not paying anything, but the other one is. Also, I sent you an option, respect that, as the theme for 2025. How many do we need to be at both dates for the paid event? I'm not sure, Julia, just send me what you're available and we'll go from there. How many people respect that? Or did y'all even read the email? Okay, I got 3. Rochelle don't like it. Okay, I got 4. That's okay. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I got 5, Cassie, Kate, 6. Mary 7, Deb 8. I might have overcounted. Rochelle, what you don't like about it? It's just boring, huh? You don't like it? Well, come off mute and tell me about it.
Oh no, it's fine. I thought I was looking for the email that you
Oh,
sent about it. So that's why I
they
was
only
like,
say please read. I'll send you I'll forward it to you later. It's okay. Well, I'm glad y'all like it because that's probably what it's gonna be. My emails are definitely getting a little lost. Okay, Marie, I'll send it to you too, Mary. Okay, so we want to go ahead and get started. So some of you may know, like I am a force all alone, but I couldn't be what I am to you all without my supervisor and my support. So I want to give her, and I know some of you know her, but I really want y'all to engage and get to know each other on a good, develop a good relationship because yes, we lost Juliana and we know Juliana played a vital part in developing the youth council, supporting the youth council, and we wish her well. She's moving on to do work in her, with her degree. She has a degree, a master's in social work. So she wants to shift the lens and really help people that way. So I know I've seen some of y'all emails. I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge that because Juliana was with me for 2+ years. So I definitely understand. She told me to let you all know, and y'all know she's crazy about y'all. She believes in y'all. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. Okay. And now I'm gonna turn it over to Gretchen. But Gretchen's gonna be helping me out because sometimes I have to take off work, y'all. So you're gonna need to develop that relationship with Gretchen. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's so nice to meet everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gretchen Shaw, and I'm a vice president of programs here at the hotline, and I have just the sheer delight and pleasure to work closely with Angela on Love is Respect. So I have been working in the field of domestic violence for about 25 years, and I have to say that my favorite engagement is when I have the chance to interact with young people. I'm a mother to an 18-year-old daughter myself. So she continues to just impress and stun me, especially around this specific topic. And, the information that you all share, the focus groups that we held earlier in the year and the feedback that you provided there has just, I learned so much. I love your energy. I appreciate you showing up and being willing to participate and be present in everything we ask of you through Love is Respect. We know it's a lift, but your dedication and passion around this issue is amazing. And we genuinely cannot be doing what we do without you. So just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, and I hope I get to know you much better on an individual basis. I've been quite busy today. I wanted to come up with some funny question or whatnot, but it's escaping me right now. I can tell you that I just promised my daughter a kitten. We applied to get a cat. A friend of mine fosters cats, and she's introduced us to one that we've decided to take. So the kitty is orange. She's a sweet little thing, but I'd be interested in hearing from you all what some good name options might be. So she's orange and she's got stripes. We have a name in mind. Her temporary name is Stereo, which I think is hilarious. So I'll tell you this story. My friend who fosters these kittens gets batches of kittens every summer. So, and this particular batch, unfortunately, were just born and their mama was hit by a car. So the kitties had to go to homes pretty quickly. So she inherited 4 of them, and she's been bottle feeding them and getting up in the middle of the night. And so they're still quite tiny. But what she does is she chooses a theme for all the kitten packs that come through. So each, whatever theme it is, each cat is named according to that theme. This year's theme was different sound devices. So the cats' names are stereo, 8-track, boombox. What's the other one? Something like CD, something really silly. So we have bonded with stereo, and stereo is not the name that's going to stick. But if you have suggestions, drop them into the chat box as you're thinking of moving through this conversation. I'm not going to take too much more time, but next time I'll come to this session with a fun question that we can have you answer. So I will let Angela take it from here. Again, thank you so much. I'm just going to be listening in the background, and I have to say I'm going to be multitasking, but I'm here. Just Angela, say my name if you want my attention. Otherwise, I am listening with one ear. So thanks, y'all.
Okay, and she will be recording. All right, next, real quick, before we turn it over to another visitor we have here from the hotline team, I just want you all to know that we have brought on 2 new members. Let's give them a hand. Come on, y'all. Yay. Isn't that awesome? And I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. One of you all suggested them to me. I can't remember. Clementine, girl. I was thinking something like that. Okay, I'm gonna stay focused. But yeah, Mary, why don't you go first? Tell them a little about yourself, where you live, why you want to be a part of the youth council, your age, your pronouns, whatever. Just take a few minutes to let them get to know you, girl.
Hey y'all, introductions are always very stressful for me, but my name is Mary, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I was introduced to this council by one of the other new members, Deb. It is right up my alley. I've always been very much into social justice and social work, and as somebody who has had past experience with familial abuse specifically, and just that feeling of really feeling hopeless and not knowing I had the power to escape an abusive situation. I just love the work that you Love is Respect like promotes, and I love the community around it. And I love that it helps people find that sense of power that, you always have within you, but you're taught that you don't have that because they want to reduce you down to basically nothing, right? God, what else? Oh,
Where
I
do you
live in
live?
the
How old are you?
I'm 22. I live in the Central Florida area, Orlando. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be a part of this council. Happy Pride Month. Yesterday was Juneteenth, so happy late Juneteenth. I'm doing it for everybody who's queer. I'm doing it for everybody who's Black. I'm doing it for the youth. So point blank, periods.
Yeah. And if y'all have been on our social media platform, which I know you have, because that's part of your responsibility, you've seen Mary came in with a bang. She did a amazing IG video for us on biphobia. Did y'all see that? It was freaking amazing. Yeah. Okay, next.
That was Deb. That was Deb. That was Deb.
That was Deb. That was
Mhm.
Deb. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But didn't you send one?
Yes, but it hasn't been posted yet.
Oh, well, look forward to it. See, they so tight. I'll get them mixed up. Come on through, Deb, real quick.
Hey y'all. So I'm gonna show my face after I'm done talking, just so you know you're not talking to a bot, because I'm a real person. I'm getting my braids done right now. So hi,
okay.
my name is Deb, pronouns they, she, living in Orlando. I wanted to join Love is Respect because I just have such a passion about social justice as well, and just regarding healthy relationships. My mom used to work at a domestic violence shelter when I was younger, and just seeing the work that she was able to do and the support that domestic violence shelter provided when my mom had to leave that job because of her illness was really just something that was crucial to my development and very crucial to show me how community can come together. So seeing that there's an organization that really provides support and resources is important to me, because unfortunately, we have a lot of examples in media and maybe our personal lives where love isn't really respectful and love isn't really as compassionate as it can be, and it can sometimes relationships can be very violent.
Mhm.
What else should I be sharing? I'm 22 years old. My birthday's next month. I'm a Cancer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really excited to work with everyone here, and this is me getting my braids done. But hi.
You didn't have to do that. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, it's so amazing. And it's Deb's video that's on there. Julia has a video on there. So just check it out. There's more to come.
And Mary's
Welcome,
video
welcome.
is awesome, by the way. I saw
Huh?
it before. Mary's video is awesome, so y'all gotta
Yeah,
watch
it was
it gets uploaded.
yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, thank you. The youth council is an amazing group that, they usually be screaming and howling. You'll see a different side of them when they come to Austin, but yeah, you're gonna love them. Y'all gonna fit right in. Okay, real quick, I sent y'all the blurb on the 2024 national oh, wait a minute. That's something different. Hold on. I got dropped in my lap that I got to do something as far as that. But y'all remember the email when I sent you the agenda about the development team working on coming up with a campaign for back to school? Did y'all read that? Of course not. I'll just start texting you. Okay. So the campaign's overall goal is to showcase love is respect and bring awareness to our prevention services while showing that our resources are available not only for family, friends, anyone, right, as well as youth. So what they're asking, and they asked me to bring this to the meeting, they'd love for the youth council members to help with the campaign. So what does that look like? Maybe someone create a TikTok video that can be shared on our hotline and Love is Respect Instagram and Facebook Reels. I'll let Anna talk more about that. That's our next guest. If you're interested in doing this, the campaign manager would love to set up a meeting to discuss ideas with you. That's Alex, but I think you would probably go through us since you're real comfortable with Anna. I know you're interested. You better jot that down, Anna. I would probably feel more comfortable with letting y'all talk to Anna, or either Anna be present at the meeting if she's available. But it's an amazing campaign. It supports Love is Respect. So we really do want some of you all to be involved. Also, do you have a story, a quote, or a social media idea you want us to include in the campaign? So really get creative, and what else? Yeah, that's about it. Okay. So think about it. I know we've been asking a lot of you all in these last few months, especially July is going to be a whammy. It's a whammy for me as well. And Deb, who suggested that you be on the youth council? Who connected you to me?
So I was on LinkedIn and I was looking at someone's like profile just to see how I can get involved. I don't remember the person's name, but I saw it and I looked it up and I saw there were spots and applications open. So I just decided to I think I reached out to the social media account and then they provided me your email and I sent over my
I
interest.
just wanted to highlight how resourceful you are. That's amazing. Now we're going to turn it over to Anna.
Hi, everyone. I think I know most of you, but for those that I don't know or haven't had the chance to connect with, my name is Anna. My pronouns are she, her. I'm also a Pisces. I know I think Deb or Mary mentioned that you're a Cancer, but I'm obsessed with astrology. So if everyone wants to put their signs in the chat, if you're also into that, please do. I'm a Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Libra rising, if we want to get really into it.
Oh
But
my God.
I won't go on the deep end with that. But I just wanted to give some updates. I'll make it really short. On social media, we have had a lot more people making videos on TikTok and Instagram, which have been performing amazing. So I just want to give you guys all a big round of applause because the videos that you guys have been putting out have been amazing. It's been such a good response. And this is what we've wanted to do from the start, is to give you, the young people who are leading the way, a platform to speak about things that matter. And so I just want to shout you all out because they've been performing very well, and we've had a great response, and I want to continue with that. So if there's anyone who else might be interested in making a video or just being a part of the social media youth council team, I'll put my email in the chat, and you can reach out to me. Actually,
Go, yeah, CC me too. I just want to
yeah, I'll
know.
CC you
Yeah.
or CC Angela, but
Yeah. Because they have a
my-
lot of responsibilities.
I'll put my email in the chat. I have a really long email because I like forgot my email for a second. Let me look it up. Okay. Anyways, so if you're interested, I will leave it there. And then also wanted to just highlight that. And then for any future social media updates, I am working on a social media guide for all of you that want to develop videos or content for social media. This will be really helpful because it'll have like the logos that you can download. It'll have the fonts, it'll have the color scheme, it'll have some like tips, tricks, best practices. So this will be really helpful to like help you in designing or creating videos, just to make sure that it's aligned to the Love is Respect brand guidelines. But everything that you guys have created so far has been amazing, and I'm really looking forward to all of the future stuff that you guys create. And yeah, that's pretty much all the updates I have. I think the only thing is kind of what Angela was speaking about is the back to school campaign. I know Deb expressed her interest. This will be like a smaller campaign, so if there's one more person, or I would say 3 at most. So if there's 2 more people that want to, feel free to reach out to me or email Angela, and then we can get that going as well. But we don't need too many people for this campaign. But if we do have more people, we always can repurpose the videos for later on down the line. So if you want to make a video and we have more than 3, like the more the merrier. So please, if you're interested, let me know. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm excited.
Thank you. And I want you all to know, some of you, especially the older, I don't mean it like that because I'm older, but anyway, cohort 1 and 2, understand Deb and Mary, you're considered cohort 5. Come on through, come on through, come on through. But anyway, cohort 1, 2, and maybe even cohort 3. Remember that when we started TikTok, we said that it would be youth council members would oversee it. Youth council members would come up with ideas and all that. We still hold to that. But, you know, if there's a way, because some of you, probably none of you like me, is tech challenged, but Anna came up with a great idea where she's going to send logos and send you the font colors and all that just to make it simpler. If by chance you do a TikTok and it's not in the colors, that's quite okay. Just don't freak out. It's okay. But also when you create the TikTok, because we have a few people who have our login, but if someone is really interested, I know I spoke to a few of you all that are really interested, we can provide you the login. All we ask is that you put it in the draft and allow our social media manager to check it out. Not saying she's gonna say it's bad, because she never does. She's like pumped about y'all videos, but maybe she can assist with bringing it to brand. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Everybody feel good about that?
Yes. Thanks for mentioning that. I forgot about that. And if
Yeah.
all else fails, just stick to blue and orange.
Yeah.
With the colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I added my email in the chat, so please feel free to reach out for any questions, concerns. If you have ideas and you're like, I would love to talk about mental health or something like that, feel free to message or email me and add Angela to all of the emails that you include me in, just so we can be in communication with each other. But that's it. I'm gonna head out because I have some other projects I have to work on, but it was lovely meeting you all and seeing you all again, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks for the support, Anna. You're
Bye, everyone.
amazing. All righty. What's next? What's next? So, just so before I move to the training, and I'm gonna try to move through the training pretty quickly. I know I set the meeting for an hour and a half, but we're gonna definitely try to give you your time back if possible. It's so important that everyone confirms. So I'm gonna send what I have down for everyone to come to the leadership event in Austin. And remember, you're looking at, even though I said 11-12 and 12-9, you also want to account for 11-11 and 11-13, if that makes sense, because we're not sure. It might, a 2-day might turn into a 3-day, rest or going back. We're going to try not to keep you out too long, but that's just how it is. But it's very important that you confirm the dates, because then we're going to start trying to book flights, right? The earlier you book them and get the hotel rooms and get the budget and everything. We have a funder who's paying for this. Who is it, Gretchen? They're one of our partners, huh?
Macy's.
Macy's. Yeah, Macy's. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting. This is the first time ever. And Rochelle, you can speak on that. And Kate. Well, Rochelle came here to help with a Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month event. But Kate, y'all know this will be the first time ever that we all get together. We can only bring 10 at a time. That's why we're doing 2, no more than 10. But it's going to be exciting. And I really want y'all to come. You can see, you're going to listen to some calls, chats, texts, if you choose to. If you don't feel comfortable, that's okay too. Other activities, you get to meet our, what they call them, elite staff. Gretchen's a part of the elite staff. I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and we got a lot of other things that's planned. So it's very important, because once we spend this money and do this, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to be exciting. Okay. What else? I don't know if we're going to have a youth council meeting next month. I've been trying to really lean to every other month. Of course, in November and December, I try not to do youth council meetings because of holidays, but I communicate via email. But I want to establish some work groups for Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month 2025. What does that mean? Coming up with, maybe a work group can come up with the topics for the IG Lives and give your suggestions to me and Gretchen. What do y'all want the webinar to be about? You understand, right? So maybe a work group can assist with topics for the action guide. How does that sound? So we're going to be sending some emails. And again, it's no pressure. It's just voluntary. Also, I want to put out there that if some of you enjoy writing, there's still the option to write a blog. I don't want y'all to think that y'all can't write a blog. So if that's something that you're interested in, just let me know. But I am thinking through, I have a check-in with Gretchen next week, and this is something I was thinking about. Actually, this is her first time hearing it as well, but I'm sure she supports. But coming up with some work groups where I can work directly with you all. It don't have to be meetings. We can do email. We can create a Google form. I just want to allow y'all to be more involved if you choose to. That sounds good? Even if it's just a topic, and I'll write out the whatever else. Okay? All right. So now, any questions before we move to the training? You sure? Everybody feeling comfortable? All right. So now we're going to start recording. I am going to pull up the PowerPoint. I promise you, it's not going to be that bad. You're going to love it, actually. Let me see how I can share my screen. That might be the hard part. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Jeez. If I X that, I might X out of everybody. Okay. Sorry. I'm talking to myself. Maybe I should. You know what, Gretchen? I may drop it in the chat and allow you to share. Oh, I see it. Never mind. I found it.
Okay.
I know you got my back if I didn't. Everybody can see that screen?
Yep.
Okay, can you give me a thumbs up? Because I can only see a few of
Yep.
you all. Okay, thank you. All right. Now let's put it in that mode. Okay, so like I said earlier, this is just a refresher training. For some of you, it may be a new training, but part of deliverables is to make sure that we're providing training to our youth council members periodically, because even though we know the information, sometimes it's good to have a refresher. So we're going to talk about Love is Respect. I always talk about Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. That's what TDVAM is the acronym for. We're going to talk about some key elements to a healthy relationship, some tips, warning signs, type of abuse, safety online, and supporting others. A little bit about the hotline and Love is Respect. So as some of you know, but for those who don't, the hotline was established in 1996 and headquartered in Austin, Texas. Our mission is simply to answer the call or chat or text to support and shift power back to those affected by relationship abuse. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Love is Respect is a project of the hotline that engages and educates and empowers young people to prevent abusive relationships. We were established in 2007 as a response to a national discourse about the need for prevention services, especially among teens. We actually our name was, when we started, the National Abuse Helpline. Some of you know, and I talked about this in our meet and greets, 2009, Chris Brown and Rihanna happened, and we had to shift our model immediately because we were getting calls and chats and texts about young people being strangled and physically abused, so we had to meet their needs. About 4.5 years ago, that's how my position came to play. We looked at Love is Respect 2.0. That's how the National Youth Council was born. So a lot of things. But the main thing is understanding that young people and even older adults are still trying to figure out and still learning what a healthy relationship is. So the ideas and beliefs have to be changed. And the earlier we intervene, the safer world we can have. So look at yourselves as advocates as well. So our last theme was Love Like That. I love it. Of course, it was chosen by you all. It was meant to uplift positive, healthy relationships. And not to mention, it looks different for different people. Like that's a goal for Love is Respect as well, to make sure that we're connecting with populations on the margin who don't normally have an opportunity for their voice to be heard or for their community to be uplifted. We may talk about something that triggers you. Some of you may be survivors, or you may know someone. So make sure you know you can go off camera. You can, whatever that looks like, you can practice taking deep breaths, grabbing something to drink. You can also contact the hotline if you need support, 1-800-799-SAFE, or that's 7233. But just want to always bring that into the space and let everyone know that it's okay to take care of yourself. All right. So relationship spectrum. A relationship exists on a spectrum from healthy to abusive, with unhealthy somewhere in the middle. That's where Love is Respect comes in. We try to address that middle, right? Unhealthy. What are the warning signs? What are some things like not trusting you, always accusing you, being dishonest, not communicating? I used to be in my emotionally abusive relationship, and it was verbal too. Usually if there's emotional abuse, there's verbal abuse, but I used to call it the silent scorn. Like first I would be a victim of gaslighting, and then they would walk around for like 2 or 3 days and we lived together like I didn't even exist. That was hard to deal with. And because my mind, I was dealing with manipulation, it was hard to really figure out what was going on. Also, some things that we don't talk about a lot is unequal financially. Financial abuse is real. Futures Without Violence calls it teen economic abuse. I like that term, but A lot of young people don't realize that this can affect your future. We don't think about it when we're young, but all of that plays a part in addressing different types of abuse. Any questions? Moving too fast? I only can see Kate. I'm glad you shook your head. So, essential elements to a healthy relationship. I'm sure there are a lot of more elements to a healthy relationship, because it's okay to know what you want out of a relationship as long as it's healthy. If it ain't healthy, it's not practical. But what Love is Respect talks about is respect, equality, honesty. You can't have honesty without trust, communication, boundaries, and consent. All right. So who can give me an example of some respect? Just come off, I cheated. I gave you some examples. I'm gonna ask you for the next one though. Respect looks like talking openly and honestly, non-judgmental. How about valuing each other's feelings and needs and supporting each other? Anything else? There's no right or wrong answer.
I think like when you or your partner have like friends or hobbies that they like doing, like being able to respect their time with like their friends or respecting time with the hobbies they want to do. That's kind of what comes to mind when I think of this.
Absolutely, Kate. Spoken like a true Cohort 1 youth council member. But that is absolutely true, because sometimes, you know how in the beginning you'd be like, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh, I want to spend so much time with him. And it does. It happens like that. Relationships go through different phases. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but if you're identifying different warning signs, and we'll talk about that in a few, and there's a pattern, that's when it becomes concerning. But yeah, it's okay to spend time with other friends. And just because you have a hobby doesn't mean I enjoy it, and that's okay. Equality, equal say, negotiation, and compromise. Hey, listen, guys, relationships are going to have disagreements. It's just the way it is. But how you deal with that is really important. Fair distribution of work. That myth is gone. Women are supposed to clean the house. You know, even if you're in a heterosexual relationship. I know my brothers, I have 6 brothers. My mom had 14 kids, but I have 6 brothers, and they are some of the best cooks. I would love for them to cook over one of my sisters. I'm not going to call her name because y'all might tell her. But what else? What else looks like equality? Somebody else? No? It's cool. Just want me to talk by myself. Okay, that's cool. Honesty, being accountable for behavior, being open with each other. How about this one? Admitting that you're wrong. Have any of you ever been in a relationship where that was challenging and they never wanted to hold themselves accountable or admit that they were wrong? That's exhausting. Yeah. But you know, I really believe, and yes, some of you all have heard me say this, honesty without compassion is cruelty. So don't wait. I think we should speak up in the moment. You wait and you wait and you wait, and it builds up, and then it might come out wrong. Trust. And we have this link at the bottom. It's on our website. It's a trust exercise. It's really cool to do with your partner. But it just looks like accepting change, supporting each other, right? Kind of like what Kate was talking about, to other relationships, friends, hobbies, school, work, but being consistent. And this is not things we don't know, but sometimes we need to be reminded. Now, I just think this is such a key element. Not just communication, healthy communication. How do you do that? It's not always listening to be understood, it's listening to understand, right? Listening to each other's concerns, listening to how a person feels, even if I don't agree. There's nothing wrong with listening, right? Free flowing in both directions. One person shouldn't just be doing all the talking. And of course, it should be respectful, open and honest. Boundaries. I always say boundaries are yours to build. Respecting each other's privacy and independence. That means on and off social media. Your cell phone. You don't have to give no passwords if you don't want to. Get consent every time. That doesn't just mean sexual. Maybe I don't feel like holding your hand. Do I have to? Maybe it's too hot. I don't want a hug. It's okay. Partners should be able to feel comfortable communicating their boundaries. And of course, there is sexual boundaries. There should be a level of comfort and desire, though. You know, desire that change. Don't assume. That's where healthy communication comes in. That's where honesty comes in. You know, intimacy, sex, methods of protection are different for everyone. So being able to communicate and have that type of conversation with each other in the moment. So we talked about the key elements to a healthy relationship. These are just some warning signs, but these are, you know, I've been with the hotline for going on 15 years. These are a lot that we hear from contacts. Relationship seems to move too quickly. You know, they call it love bombing, extreme displays of affection. Like Kate mentioned, it's such a big one. Isolation from your friends and families, lack of respect for your boundaries, excessive jealousy, and you're not even doing anything wrong. Accusing you of cheating. That can be exhausting. That can affect your mental health. Want to know where you're at all the time? Lack of accountability, putting you down frequently and then saying that they were just joking. That hurts. I went through that, so I know exactly how that feels. Checking your phone, your email, social media accounts. And again, if that's something you all have agreed to do, that's cool. I'm not saying that one of these things pop up in your relationship or your friend's relationship when you're having a conversation with anyone, or when you're doing trainings, because that's my next vision for you all, for us to send you the Love is Respect material, tablecloth posters, and y'all do an event. If me or Gretchen can come, cool. But if we can't, feel very comfortable and trust that you all can do it. But it's about remember, it's about the pattern. If there's a pattern of behavior, there's a concern. Any questions? So we're going to breeze through this, talk about the types of abuse that we recognize. And I think physical, of course, everybody talks about physical abuse, which I understand why, because it can lead to someone getting hurt. We hear about homicides and suicides all the time, and it's very, very, very scary. But some of the things that people don't realize is that body blocking you from leaving out the room, that's a form of physical abuse. Keeping you up at night, fussing, and you can't get sleep, that affects you physically. So those are some things to remember. And strangulation is real serious. You could be strangled and you could be fine. You catch your breath and you think you're fine. You could have symptoms of medical situations or hindrance 2 or 3 days later, y'all. It cuts off oxygen from your brain. I remember I was doing a teen dating violence awareness event in person. Tiff was there with me, and at Houston Tillotson, and one of the young people said, well, what if you like being strangled during sex? And I was not ready for that question, right? But I think my comeback was good because, again, we're not judging anyone. We're telling you what could happen, right? So it's up to you. And again, that goes back to communication. That goes back to healthy communication. That goes back to boundaries, but just know what it could happen, the repercussions that can happen with it. Emotional, like I say, emotional and verbal. Usually if there's physical abuse, there's emotional and verbal abuse. It's written there, but, the gaslighting, the controlling behavior, telling you what you can wear, telling you who you can hang out with, telling you that, You look fat in that, all of that is emotional and verbal abuse. Sexual abuse. Purposely transmitting STDs. You might not believe it, but it happens. So practice safe sex. And if you don't choose to do that, set your boundaries until you get to know a person and can trust them. Revenge porn is real. Reproductive coercion. And pressuring for different types of sex that you're just not comfortable with. Gen Z grew up in the digital world, so we know about this. Digital abuse is real. It is so real. Dating apps are coming up with all different types of ways to keep, and I'm not going to even sound professional, idiots from harassing people who are on the dating app trying to get to know someone. Remember, if you send a picture, pictures are everlasting. You post something on social media, just remember that. Get to know the person, build that trust, feel that you can honestly talk to them and you trust them. And I'm saying you, but this is the same conversation you could have with friends or when you're training. I touched on financial. It can damage your credit. May not think about it now. I remember when I was age 32, that's when I made a drastic change in my life. My credit score was -0. I didn't think about a credit score. I didn't have anyone in my life to tell me about that. So what's online sexual harassment? Give me some examples of that, real quick. Anyone?
I would say that like the use of AI. So there's been like a trend of celebrities like Taylor Swift and Meg Thee Stallion where people will like take their face and then put it on like a fake someone else's body or like a fake character that AI created.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Anything else?
I
Anyone?
feel like constant like pressuring for nudes or like constantly like hitting you up in your DMs trying to get you to send like them something or like unsolicited, d-
Yeah.
leap pics. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to keep it
Mm-hmm.
PG, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. You just said the first, unwanted or unwelcome sexual behaviors between members, starting off a conversation with sexual content, sending unwanted sexual advances or comments. And like you said, Deb, unsolicited sexual images, or even trying to have virtual sex without consent. Consent, there's digital consent, there's physical consent, there's sexual consent. So these are just some things to think about. And when, let's say, one of your friends or your peers come to you or you notice someone that's dealing with this, they may not even say it like this, but just from knowing what sexual harassment is, if you feel comfortable, it's okay to tell them. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can send them to Love is Respect. Your computer and cell phone use can be monitored without you knowing it. Here lately, like I'm ready to get rid of my iPhone. I've been getting messages. I don't even know the language. And then I get messages. Hi, how are you? You want to go out? I don't even know how they got my number. It's been happening a lot here lately. I stopped ordering on Temu, and I stopped ordering online from my phone. Like I don't know where it's coming from, but it's scary. All right. Just remember the hotline advocates who answer Love is Respect contacts and hotline contacts are there 24/7 to help identify, because a lot of times we don't know what that looks like. So we always got to go back to data. There was a national survey of teenagers showed that almost 70%, Yeah, that's a high number of teens aged 12 to 18. And our targeted audience is 13 to 26 who have been in a dating relationship in the past year reported experiencing some type of abuse. That's scary. 1 in 5 women have experienced some form of partner violence between the age of 11 and 17. 1 in 10 teens report having partner tamper with their social media account. And 1 in 10 high school students has experienced physical violence from a dating partner in the past year. That's why we're here. That's why we need you all. These numbers are alarming. Y'all familiar with the red zone? No? I think it's more, so it starts off in the fall semester, kind of around the Thanksgiving break. More than 50% of campus assaults, it's mostly, red zone is more related to college. But they say more than 50% of campus events, they happen around these times, like parties, Greek shows, and all of that. And freshmen are extremely vulnerable. Remember Title IX, and if you don't know what that is, you can go on our website. We have some information on it. It supports victims of sexual assault and intimate partner violence in schools and on campuses. Not just on campuses, in schools as well. So let's say you have a friend and you want to have a conversation. You want to be empathetic. Think about what you would want to receive. I can see that was hard what you had to share. I appreciate you trusting me, deserve to feel equal in a relationship. We call that at Love is Respect a 3-part statement. We validated, we acknowledged, and we provided support. So you want to empathize, you want to validate and create a safe space. It's okay to tell them, thank you for being honest. I believe you. You'll be surprised how validating that statement is. I believe you. And what you're feeling is valid. Focus on the behavior, not the person. So if they're saying my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my partner, because we like to use gender neutral terms, is X, Y, and Z, focus on the behavior, not the person. Don't say Angela is pretty to be doing that. It'll kind of like push people away. Talk about their safety in a non-judgmental way and decide on the next steps together. Remember I talked about financial abuse? I just wanted you all to know we partner with the Allstate Foundation, and in a recent survey conducted by the Junior Achievement at the Allstate Foundation, they found that nearly 1 in 3 United States, teenagers aged 13 to 18 have experienced an unhealthy financial warning sign in a romantic relationship. The study also found that a little over 60% of teens trust their parents or guardians the most to teach them about healthy, finances with a romantic partner or friend. I didn't have that. I was adopted. My adopted father died when I was 14 and my adopted mom died when I was 17 and a half. So I had to kind of like fend for myself and figure it out. Model healthy financial relationship behaviors by sharing how you manage finances with a partner. Teens crave that. They look to their parents for that. Later on in life, I had mentors, but it was still an older adult. Budgeting is real. I still do it. And I'm not going to tell you my age. Nope, not going to do it. All right. Questions? Y'all having fun yet? I'm moving through it pretty good. I like them smiles. Supporting someone choosing to cause harm. It's going to happen. We kind of like move away from the language of calling a person an abuser, kind of like say choosing to cause harm, because abuse is a choice. Examples of that concerning behavior: attempting to track your location, forcing someone to stop seeing a friend, You know, when I was growing up, before I came out and I was trying to be in a heterosexual relationship, like my boyfriend did not want me to be friends with guys. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it's okay to have friends. Nobody tells you what sex your friends should be. Convey empathy by validating their feelings and frustrations without validating the behavior. Because if someone, we hear all the time on the lines, can someone change? Absolutely, they can change, but they have to want to change. And part of wanting to change is being accountable for their behavior, not always throwing the blame. Identify healthy alternates and coping mechanisms. You can kind of help them with that, whether that's counseling. I do yoga. I do meditation every morning. Or you can just tell them to reach out to Love is Respect. So here are some additional resources, because we all know that dating abuse and young people dealing with relationships, there's so many different layers to everything. So the LGBTQ plus resources we partner with is Trevor Project and LGBT National Health Center. You can take a picture of this. You may come in handy one day. Mental health and dating abuse resources. We Strong Hearts Native Helpline. We also work real closely with the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And remember, I shared with you all earlier that Title IX is not just for colleges, it's for all schools. All you have to do is go to knowyourix.org, and there'll be information. It'll probably tell you to put your city and state. We also have some resources that we love for parents as well. Your Life, Your Choice. Go to the website, yourlifeyourvoice.org. They also have a number and a text service. The National Parent Helpline. Sometimes you don't want to educate your parents. You'll be like, Mom, Dad, reach out to this helpline. Or they can reach out to Love is Respect. And also revenge porn resources. There's a cyber civil rights initiative. You just can type in, they have really good information there, cybercivilrights.org. As always, we need everyone to follow us on social media to make sure that you're sharing this with your friends. IG, we're on X too, but I don't go on X that much. TikTok, Facebook. So, what does all this do? Why did Angela hold me captive for like 35 minutes and provide me a refresher training? Because teens and young adults and their loved ones unite to spotlight the real harm young people experience online, on campus, and at home. Together, prevention and education can keep us safe and create the healthy and fun relationships we all deserve. What Love is Respect does is bring awareness to teen dating violence and unite teens, young adults, and those who support them in a national effort. That's why February is so freaking important, to promote healthy relationships and prevent future abuse. That's our information for the hotline on the left and for Love is Respect on the right. And that is all I have. Did I do good with time? Now I need to stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna figure that out too. Well, how do you do that? You can stop recording too, Gretchen.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, you should be able to.
I know, it's just, it's nobody's fault. You did it. Thanks for